Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's gspartners.global presentation, product and promotions call. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Bruce Hughes. I'm the corporate trainer for gspartners.global, and I get to spend the next 40 minutes with you, taking you through a presentation, a product explanation, and a promotions walkthrough. Very quickly, before we begin our call, I would love to hear in the chat function, see in the chat function, every person who came to the Dubai event, just to type the word Dubai right now. We hosted over 2,000 people in Dubai for a launch of our new Elementos series range. It was incredible to connect with people from all over the world, people from Asia, people from Africa and Europe, from the UK, from South, Central and North America, all coming together to get information, to get education, and to connect with the different corporate teams who help bring our products, our services into the marketplace. So, having said that, I don't want to waste any more time. If you're watching this as a recording, stop, re-listen to the bits that you find interesting or you want to find more information on. And once the call is finished, can I encourage you all to get back to the person who invited you onto the call, who's sharing this recording with you, and ask questions on anything that you wish to get more information on. Having said that, we're going to dive straight into this call. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go through a short presentation together. So let me share my screen with you, and let's check that we're all set up here. Here you go. It's coming up. I just want to make it a little bit bigger so that we can see it a little bit more clearly. There you go. That should be a little bit larger and a bit easier to see. Right. So we are going to look briefly at a GS Partners business presentation. GS Partners, we help connect corporate companies and platforms with our community, with our user base, in order to take advantage of the digitization of different products and sectors. Having said that, before I continue with the call, I'd like to put two disclaimers in place. Disclaimer one, we're not selling financial products. We're not giving financial advice. And so I ask, if you've got any financial type questions, that you rather take that to a financial advisor. The second disclaimer is that we are not going to talk about any tax regulations on this call. We have people from all over the world attending these calls and attending these trainings and presentations, and we cannot give advice because there are far too many territories that have different tax regulations. So please, can I ask you to type the number 2 if you've clearly heard those two disclaimers here live on the call. Okay, lots of 2s coming through. Thank you, Philip. Thank you so much, Lorenzo. Excellent. Let's move on with our brief presentation. What is gspartners.global? GS Partners is a marketing hub. We connect communities, we connect our user base into companies that are positioned in multiple sectors with multiple industry opportunities. We focus in the AI technology sector. That includes blockchain, it includes Web 3.0, it includes all AI technologies, and it currently has a market cap of 1 trillion and potentially larger. We also have exposure into the Forex market, which trades at 5.3 trillion per day. We also have exposure within the real estate sector too, at a price tag of 382. And we also have exposure to 4 other sectors, being the crypto markets, the renewable energy sector, the nutraceuticals and supplement sector, as well as the online gaming market. And we use blockchain, we use technology, we use transparency to connect us in a secure and transparent method to those different sectors. GSPartners.global is part of a larger group of companies called GSB, which is currently celebrating its 10th year anniversary. GSB started in 2013, positioned within the metal and precious metals market, and over time, through international trade, through international logistics and international payments, started looking for international mechanisms to settle different payments. In 2020, the company launched its own trust, its own blockchain, its own payment rails, and over time also launched a marketing arm called GS Partners. You're on this call because we are part of the marketing arm that helps bring the products and services from multiple companies and sectors into our ecosystem and connecting it with our user base. So our focus is on 8 different sectors. We know that these sectors collectively give exposure to trillions of dollars, and so we are wanting to get a footprint and get some market share into those different sectors. The different companies that leverage our marketing hub and leverage our platform include companies like Swiss Valorum Bank, GSBD Swiss, the Skyground FinTech Group, Swiss Value, Swiss Finesse, and of course GSB2. Education is at the core of everything that we do. And so the same experts from the same sectors that we leverage in order to expose ourselves to those large markets, we also bring into weekly and monthly webinars. Now you can follow some of these experts directly through Instagram. You can have a look at what they've done over the last 5, 10, 15 years, and you can follow the calls that we host where they will be educating and presenting on the sectors, industries, and companies that we're exposed to. We want to make sure that our user base is educated and that there is a high level of transparency on who the decision makers are behind everything that we bring to the market. So let's have a look at how we've structured the products and services to our GS Partners community. Essentially, we have one simple key, a key that unlocks exposure to different companies, different platforms, and different sectors, and allows those exposed to them to get value from the different payback programs, from the different rewards programs, in a manner that could be weekly, it could be monthly, it could be quarterly, it could be in the form of discounts or bonuses. And so I want to take time after this call to show you some of those products and show you how we can access those payback programs. Let's talk about our key. There are 9 different keys available to our community. That means there are 9 different opportunities or 9 different price points that allow you to plug into the programs. The price point that we're going to focus on for this presentation is the 1,000 USDT price point, and the potential payback, as large as it may look, is only possible if a large amount of crypto capital is put into different sectors. So let's go look at that large amount together, and let's look at the sectors. We call these sectors block folios. We've got a fintech blockfolio, meta portfolio blockfolio, real estate, renewables, supplements, and gaming blockfolios too. And each of these different blockfolios unlock different weekly payback programs, as well as unlocking different bonuses that are paid back at the end of these blockfolio contract periods, as well as giving shopping discounts and gaming credits to those who wish to partake in those different sectors. So we're going to take time to unpack what that looks like in a bit more detail in a moment. I want you to imagine for a moment Peter. Peter decides to get himself one of the elemental certificates, the water certificate, which has a price point of 1,000 USDT. He likes all the different block folios. He wants to be exposed to the different sectors. And so he puts 1,000 USDT of value into one sector, 1,000 into another, 1,000 into another. And so he puts more and more crypto capital into these different block folios. Every time he chooses another block folio inside of that certificate, he unlocks more and more weekly paybacks, as well as unlocking more and more bonuses that are released back to him at the end of those block folio periods. That could be as short as 18 months up to 20, 24, 30, 36 months, depending on the sector. We're actually going to take time shortly to go and purchase one of these certificates and load some crypto capital into it so we can start seeing how to move towards this particular product line. How do we market this out into the market? How do we grow our community, grow our user base, and therefore grow our market share in these different sectors? We do that through a marketing team, and we use what is called an affiliate or network marketing model. Let's have a look at how you can plug into that network marketing model. If you choose to market our products, then you will need to become a marketing subscriber. By paying 33 USDT a month, you get access to our special member-only promotions, and you get access to the ability to refer our business, as well as free access to our blockchain academy. What does that unlock for you as an affiliate marketer? It unlocks 7 different bonuses, commissions, or free certificate promotions based on the activity that you choose to do. Again, this is separate from the product. It's separate from the payback programs. This is our marketing model and market commissions we're looking at. For the sake of this presentation, we're going to spend time on number 1, number 6, and number 7 only. So let's have a look at those together. We pay out a direct commission based on direct sales of the Elementos series certificates. And that direct commission is 15% on the value of the certificate. It is paid instantly in real time to your back office if you are part of the marketing program. We then also have a mid-month paycheck, which we call the mid-month accelerator pool. This allows us to track total sales within your sales structure. So what do we mean by sales structure? We have set up our structure to allow you to train others, mentor others, and open different countries, cities, and territories in order to move more and more product. We then track in real time those sales and issue a mid-month check in the form of cryptocurrencies directly to your back office. In the chat function, let me know which territory or country you're dialing in from. You'll get a fairly good idea that we have people mentoring and training different sales teams and different sales affiliates if you have a look at the chat function right now. You've got New York City, you've got South Africa, we have USA coming through as well. I saw earlier Netherlands on the call, Ireland on the call as well, Nigeria on the call. I saw Singapore, Bahamas. These are the different territories that are unlocking different sales teams. At the end of the month, we also have what's called an infinity pool bonus payout. Again, we track all commissions and all sales volume that happen within a team and territory, and we issue a second payout at the end of the month according to the total team sales. So for those of you who are looking at this product as a vehicle to go and launch a business with, we have a business vehicle tracking program in place. How do you plug in? We have 3 simple steps. Step 1, you can choose to register your account. And if you want to buy the products, you can as a customer. And if you want to buy the products and take a advantage of the promotions, I would suggest you pay the 33 USDT too. If you wish to take advantage of the payback program, if you wish to take advantage of any promotions or incentives that you're running, I would suggest that you pay the 33, you load up your certificates, and you start receiving your payback programs. Step 3 is to plug into our trainings, plug into our systems, and start marketing if you do wish to use this as a business system. So that is the brief walkthrough of the company, the influencers and experts behind the different sectors that the company exposes our user base to. We've had a look at our product very briefly, and we're going to go have a look at it now live within an account. And we've had a brief walk through the compensation plan too. What I'd like us to do is go straight into a live account. Let's purchase one of these certificates using cryptocurrencies, and let's go and load some of these blockfolios to see what activates and what those bonuses look like and what those paybacks look like too. So type the word yes if you want to go and have a look live on an account as to how to walk through this so that it doesn't seem confusing or intimidating. Great, lots of people are typing yes in the chat function. It's going absolute fire. So let's go do this together. Share screen. I'm going to take us into an account, and I want to be very transparent with you. I am part of the corporate team. My wife has a registered account, and we also, as a couple, purchase the same products that our corporate team creates. So we are users of our very own products. That's a little bit like the corporate trainer or sales team for Ferrari, all driving Ferraris because they believe in the brand and the engine of Ferrari. I think that speaks to some integrity within the company. So let's go have a look together. We're currently sitting on my wife's account. I've preloaded it with some USDT, and because I've sent USDT into this account, I now have a balance that I can go and purchase a certificate with, and I can load into some of those blockfolios. So I'm going to come across to the left-hand side of the screen here where the elemental certificates are. There's a huge amount of information on the left here. We're not going to go through all of this now. We want to stay focused on the core product that launched 4 days ago. This is our 4th generation certificate that we've launched in the last 3 years. And every single launch we have of a certificate brings more and more value, more and more exposure to more and more sectors. So let's have a look at this range of certificates. I'm going to come down to the purchase tab. We're going to click on it, and it's going to show me all 9 different certificates. Now it is worth noting that the Terra certificate, which is our lowest price certificate, is only available for what we call a fast start period. In other words, this is only available to someone who has paid 33 USDT and has started a promotion clock called the fast start clock. Now, for all our existing user base, for all of those in our community who've been with the company and the platform for an extended period, because we've just launched this new range, we have kindly reset everybody's clock so that everybody has access to the first 30-day promotions that we've put in place. And I'm going to show you that promotion in a moment. Having said that, we're not going to purchase one of these today. I'm going to come across to the water certificate, which has a price point of 1,000 USDT. And I'm going to have a look at the detail inside of here, which is going to help me decide which block folios I want to load in order to receive and activate some of those payback programs. So we've got our different block folios at the top of each certificate, and every time we click on one of these block folios, it's going to give us information specific to that particular sector and block folio. So I'm going to start here on FinTech, and I'm going to walk through the best way to read and understand these certificates. Each certificate is made up of 2 parts. We call one part the price, and one part the load. And every piece of information that we look at is either price related or load related. So let's have a look at these together. This certificate will cost me a once-off payment of 1,000 USDT or the equivalent. Might be Bitcoin, it might be Ethereum. Once I purchase this, it sits inactive until I load one of these block folios. I have to load one of these block folios within the first 52 weeks. In other words, if I purchase the certificate and do nothing with it for 53 weeks, it becomes void. It no longer is operational. The reason being that we might have launched a new certificate, we might be exposed to different sectors, and you have now arrived too late to the decision-making party. I want to encourage you, if you move towards these certificates, to make a decision within 1 year. I hope that makes sense to everybody, and I'm sure 1 year is enough time to decide. So I'm going to look at FinTech. It's going to cost me 1,000 USDT to buy the certificate, but to activate it, I need to load value, another 1,000 USDT, into one of these block folios. When I load 1,000 USDT, it's going to do two things. It's going to, one, unlock a bonus of 3,000 in value that'll be released to me after 24 months. How do I know that this bonus will be released to me after 24 months? Because it says over here, bonus released at the end of block folio period. So I know that I will receive this bonus when this block folio period has come to an end. The bonus, the load that I load into here will also generate 1.5% every month as part of a monthly payback program. So my load unlocks a bonus, which is given to me at the end of the 24-month period, and it also activates a 1.5% monthly payback program for 24 months. That is specific to my load. The second thing that happens is that it activates a weekly payback program on the price of the certificate. The weekly payback program only runs for 52 weeks. It is only on the price of the certificate, and this particular block folio pays out at 5% per week. Two pieces of information, load and price, doing two different things. Now, you might look at FinTech and go, I don't know if that's interesting enough to me. Let's go look at the meta portfolio instead. Or you might love all of these by the time I'm finished explaining, and you might load crypto capital into each of them. The choice is yours on how wide and how many block folios you want to engage with. Let's have a look at the meta portfolio. Because you've already purchased your certificate, you don't have to purchase it again. So once off key, if you load 1,000 USDT into your meta portfolio, it releases a 2,000 bonus at the end of the block folio period. The block folio period for the meta portfolio is 18 months. And we don't know what the quarterly payout will be because this particular block folio is exposed to open market conditions, meaning it might be in profit some months, in loss other months, and we're not really sure where it will finish. The price unlocks a 2.5% weekly payback for a 52-week period. Now, for those of you who are doing math, you might be going, all right, I'm going to load 1,000 USDT into FinTech. I'm going to load 1,000 USDT into Meta Portfolio. That means I'm going to get a bonus of 3.5 at the end of 24 months. I'm going to get a bonus of 2,000 at the end of 18 months. And I'm also going to have unlocked 5% on the price and a further 2.5% on the price for a 52-week period. That is possible if you choose to load both blockfolios with crypto capital. We can take it a step further by looking at real estate. If you choose to load 1,000 USDT into real estate, it will issue you with a 3,000 in value bonus at the end of the blockfolio period, which is 36 months long. It will also activate 1.5% on a monthly payback program on the 1,000 load for 36 months. It will also unlock or activate a weekly payback program on the price, the original 1,000 USDT, for a 52-week period at 3.5%. Let's have a look at renewables. If you choose to load 1,000 USDT into renewables, it will unlock a bonus at the end of the bonus period of 30 months. It will unlock 1.5% for that 30 months on the load of 1,000, and it will unlock your 4% weekly payback program on the price for 52 weeks. Type yes if you're starting to understand that there's always two parts to a certificate. There's the information in black that is related to the load, and there's the information over here on the right that is in relation to the price. There's a theme through these different blockfolios. We have quite a few people typing yes, which is fantastic to see. If you haven't yet typed yes, I want to encourage you, come back on the call on Saturday at the exact same time. We will run through this information again together. If you're watching this as a recording, press stop, listen to it again, and get back with the person who invited you onto this call to ask your questions. Now, the last two blockfolios we're going to look at are product-based portfolios. They behave completely differently to the first two. And so I want to spend a little bit of time explaining these last two blockfolios. The first one is supplements. When you decide to load 1,000 USDT into the supplements blockfolio, you will then be gifted with 4,000 worth of shopping credit to take into our supplements store. Now, this shopping credit, this load, activates a weekly payback of 3% on the price, but it only activates it for a 3-month period. Meaning, if you want to activate it again for another 3 months, all the way to a maximum of 12 months, you're going to end up loading into this 4 times in a year. And you will receive shopping credit to the value of 4 times larger than what you're seeing right now. This is a product-based blockfolio, meaning your load gives you shopping credits that you can bring into our supplement store. We're currently in pre-launch for supplements, which means if you are loading this, all you'll be doing is accumulating a large amount of shopping credit to be able to buy supplements and vitamins when we launch our store. Let's have a look at our gaming platform or blockfolio. This behaves similarly to our supplements portfolio, meaning when you load 1,000 USDT into here, you will be gifted with 4,000 worth of value inside of our gaming platform, ealive.games. That means you can take the gaming credit into the gaming platform and you can stand a chance to win from the skills and chance-based games or potentially lose. When you do load 1,000 USDT into this blockfolio, it does also activate 4% weekly payback program on the price for a maximum of 52 weeks. However, you will need to load it every 3 months to keep that activated to a maximum of 1 year. So the last two blockfolios do have a lot more explanation needed if you are sitting and working through it, and that explanation is given underneath the block folios too. So what we're going to do on this call is we're going to actually exchange the cryptocurrencies I have into one of these certificates, and then we're going to activate it by loading up one of these block folios. In the chat function, let me know which block folio you want to see me activate based on what you've seen. Is it fintech? Is it meta portfolio? Is it real estate or renewables? Let me know in the chat function right now, and we'll do that together. So I'm saying fintech, 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 fintech. All right, it looks like we're going to go into the fintech block folio together. So I'm going to click on this exchange now button. It's activated the purchase opportunity, and I'm going to select USDT. That's what I've got in my wallet. I'm going to click confirm. It says, are you sure you want to get a water meta certificate? I'm going to say, yes, I do. I'm sure. And it says, congratulations. It now gives me two options. I can load into one of these block folios, or I can get another certificate. For this training, I want to load. So I'm going to click on load my certificate. It's going to update, and you can see right now that I've got a certificate waiting to be loaded. Now, everybody voted for fintech, so I'm going to spend time inside of the fintech tab. Right, fintech, I can load with 1,000 USDT. It'll release a bonus at the end of the block folio period. It'll also activate a 5% weekly payback on the price for 52 weeks. And so I like this. I think it's good. And it'll activate a monthly payback program at 1.5% for 24 months for the next block folio period. So I'm going to just click on currency. I'm going to choose USDT. I'm going to go max amount. So 1,000 USDT is the max amount. And I'm going to go load now. Are you sure you want to do this? My answer is yes. Success. So let's wait for it to refresh. Busy refreshing at the moment. Let's wait for the internet to catch up with me. Sometimes living in Dubai has a lot of pros, and then every now and again we have a slow internet. Right, so I've just loaded this up. That means it's activated my weekly payback. And so on the 25th of May 2023, I can expect to earn my first 5% payout on the value of 1,000 USDT. It also means in 1 month from today, so on the 18th of June 2023, I can expect to receive my 1.5% monthly payback program. I saw quite a few people in the chat function also saying renewables and real estate. So I'm going to choose renewables, and I'm going to load a second block folio. So I'm going to now have 2 block folios running. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to select USDT, max amount, and I'm going to click load right now. Okay. Now, why have I chosen a second block folio? Because the second block folio also issues a bonus at the end of the block folio period of 30 months. It also activates a 1.5% monthly payback program for those 30 months, and it gives another 4% on the price for the next 52 weeks. So in other words, I'm taking advantage of both the weekly payback programs inside renewables and fintech, and I'm taking advantage of the monthly programs inside of each of these to get value. I can go through each of these, choose the ones that I like best. I can add more load, and I can choose to receive more value over time. One of the questions that we get is, in a week's time, when the first weekly payback is ready, or in a month's time, when the first monthly payback is ready, what are we able to do? There are 2 actions that we're able to do. And again, I'll only be able to show you both those actions in a week from now. So join me in a week from now for our next call where I'll action this. But the 2 actions you can do is either compound or you can withdraw. So if you choose to compound, you'll be able to compound into certain block folios. And if you choose to withdraw, it'll come back into your account wallet. So in the chat function, type next week if you're going to get onto a call with me and watch me go into this very same certificate and withdraw or compound from the certificate live, so you can see the decisions and the steps necessary in order to take that action. Fantastic. Lots of people are typing next week, next week, next week. I want you to write down a couple of dates before we go and look at the promotions. This Saturday at 4 p.m. CET, I will be doing the same presentation. Next Wednesday, we'll be having a corporate call where our corporate team will come on and share any updates on different parts of our ecosystem to our global community. We do a corporate call once a month, allowing people to see who the corporate team is and understand the corporate vision and strategy. That's next week, Wednesday. Next week, Saturday, I'll be getting on another call, another live presentation, and I will be doing withdrawals and compounds as promised on the different certificates that are sitting inside of this portfolio. Having said that, let's go back into the last part of our presentation together to look at the promotions that currently are available to every member who's paid the 33 and has activated that fast start bonus. So let's go have a look at that together. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to go and have a look at the fast start bonus that is available to every person who has paid the 33. Now, type fast start if you've gone into your account and you've seen that there's a clock. If you're new, type fast start. Here's why. I want to encourage you as a new person to pay the 33 so you can take advantage of this fast start bonus. Let me show you why. We're going to come into the promotion section, and I'm going to read the fast start bonus to you so you can see the value that we're bringing into our community. The fast start bonus is available for your first 30 days only as an active member, not as a customer, as an active member. When you are in the fast start bonus and you buy 3 certificates for yourself, you get a free certificate too of the highest value. What does that mean? It means if you choose to buy 2 100 USDT certificates, what we call terras, and you choose to buy a 1000 USDT certificate of water, you will get a free certificate to the highest value, the water certificate. And all it cost you was 33 USDT to unlock that promotion for the first 30 days. As a marketer, you also have an opportunity to earn free certificates, meaning when somebody whose fast start bonus clock is running takes action buying, as a sponsor, you receive a matching certificate too, and you receive a matching certificate on their first purchase. So we want to reward people for taking action in their first 30 days of either buying or referring in order for you to get the most value possible. That is the fast start bonus. I would encourage all of you to have a look at it, to activate it with a 33 USDT and take advantage of what's currently on the table. Now, as we start wrapping up this call, I do want to encourage you to come onto the call on Saturday. On Saturday, I will be covering the presentation, I'll be covering the product, I'll be covering the promotion, and I will be going through a Q&A section, unpacking some more information that is sitting on our dashboard. So if you're an existing member and you've seen some updates and some changes, you've seen some extra value that you've got queries on, I want to encourage you to come on to Saturday's call, because the last session of that call will be identifying any updates or changes that you might have questions on. I hope you got value out of this call. We're sitting at 41 minutes. If you're watching this as a recording, I hope you've got lots of good questions. Immediately get onto your chat, get onto your messenger, your WhatsApp, your Telegram, ask questions to the person who's showing you this particular presentation so you can move towards our product, our community, and our programs in a responsible and educated manner. Thank you for your time, everyone, and we'll see you all on Saturday. Goodbye.